Alrighty, good morning again, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Plants vs. Zombies. If you do notice, we do have a different username at the top. It's just going to be for this episode. So what happened was, let's just get this started while I explain. So what happened was, while I was actually recording this episode before, it ended up screwing up my actually no, we start with sunflowers, we go to everything else. That's how we properly do it. Need walnuts, and I don't need another pea shooter. I already have the squash, so I think I'm good on those. I'll grab that just in case. Anyway, so here's what happened. So I ended up screwing up ever so slightly. So what happened was, whenever I was doing the recordings, I accidentally clicked off the screen entirely. And when that happens, whenever you click off the entire screen, well, it paused the game, which no big deal. You can just start the game again, right? I didn't realize it cuts out my entire mic. Like, I didn't know that. That was ridiculous. I didn't realize my whole mic system stopped working. I was so blown away. I wasn't happy. I was very upset about that. Because, let's see, have those there. Yeah, that'll be fine just right there. Perfect. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to plant my sunflowers in a little square right here. That's going to be my little sunflower patch. And I really need to make sure I don't accidentally click the wrong spot again. Okay, I want to put one of those three-peaters right there. So let's see, what can I do? I'm going to put a snow pea right there just to keep him at bay. And I'm gonna put my repeaters also in that little area. That's gonna be my goal with this. Like, having 8 sunflowers is gonna help a lot. Okay, perfect. There we go. But I think you might actually need a little bit more help up there. Oh, he definitely will. We'll put another snow pea right there. You know, as much as I've seen people not use snow peas, they are some of my absolute favorites. Like, I absolutely, positively adore the snow pea. They're just so cute. There we go. Perfect. Get a little more. I can plant one right here. In fact, let's start with the lily pads. And we'll start that. We'll put those on the back end. So I feel like that's just really going to help come in handy right there. God, I just love this game so much. And I had so many things I was talking about, like, the good times with my mother whenever we would go on, like, camping trips and stuff. But, I don't feel like that's appropriate to even talk about right now. I really don't. Okay, here's what the three-peater does. You put it there, and then boom. There. They cover 3 rows, which is very convenient. You don't want to really put them on this row because you're losing a row. That's why I have it right here. So I'm getting 3 rows of coverage, which I think is just pretty damn convenient if I do say so myself. Okay, I need something actually right there. I just got to make sure I don't accidentally, like, click off screen entirely, and then, we're kind of just screwed again. Like, I don't want to lose any more than what I already have lost. And that was already a pain in the ass. And I don't know if I'll get the achievement for it again, but I did get the cherry bomb achievement for blowing up 10 zombies. I did it during one of the mini games that we're going to do in this episode. But okay, there we go. Perfect. Jesus Christ, we've only had 1 wave? That's insane. That is actually kind of insane. Now we need something better. Let me set up a little bit more. But what I can tell... But I do have some stuff to talk about, like, just kind of playing through these games. It kind of makes me just think back to when did I get the game. And I got this game, like I said, when it was Christmas that year. It was... Okay, we're going to put that right there. Okay, he's slowed down, which is good, but I can place the lily pad right there. You know what? Actually, that surprisingly worked out in my favor. I didn't think it was going to. I'm going to be honest. I genuinely did not think that was going to work. But then I got it. I had gotten this game when I was and I got this game at my dad's house. Like I wasn't living there. I never lived with my dad, and it was always a little joke I always made, like, oh, don't really know my dad too well, yada yada yada, all that stuff. But it could be farther from the truth. I actually know my dad quite well. Just we didn't exactly have. I guess I want to say we didn't exactly have the best relationship when I was growing up. I mean, I barely saw him. Like that was the main thing. I barely saw. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna play this one smart, and we're gonna drop that right there. Perfect. All I did was miss a sun. That's okay. You know, we can get around that. God, they're really taking. They're really taking that side right there. Okay, right. There we go. That's how we take care of the problems. Ah, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, we're gonna take you away. Cause I'm gonna put one of the slow ones right there. I'm gonna put one of the slow ones right there. But like somehow through everything, like my dad and I actually had a semi-functional relationship, I guess. Like it's a lot better now that I'm older and I'm an adult. It's definitely better than when I was a kid. Like we really didn't have the greatest relationship when I was growing up. Like that's just fact. It is. But there's a lot of good memories I can remember from that time period. Like one of them, honestly, was the fact that, like, I'm trying to think of what it was. Like, one of the bigger things that we did when I was a kid, we always went to the arcade that's at our really shitty mall. I know I've talked about that mall before. Like, that mall is hanging by a fucking thread. But I do remember, like, we had, and that poor Squash right there, he didn't do anything this whole episode. Poor bastard. But I do remember, like, we always went to arcade. House of the Dead was always our thing. Like, we did that. That was because I went every other week. So I only saw him twice a month, which I guess thinking back on it all, we're not going to get another three-peater. Like, I don't think I'll need another three-peater. However, I am going to get everything else. I will get the repeater. No. I don't trust myself. Actually, you know what? I'll pack them just in case. There we go. That looks good. Yeah, that looks solid. Let's go for it. Fuck yeah. And we're gonna go with the same thing. I'll put pea shooters in this area. Try to get repeaters on this side. But I mean, besides that, one of the big things, my dad was always big into fishing. My dad was this big fisher guy. We had our own boat. I got to name the boat, and my elementary school self named the boat the Fish Stick. That was the name of our boat. It was the Fish Stick. Kind of like the joke against Kanye. That was the name of our boat because that was my favorite food as a kid, fish sticks. I don't even understand why. Like, I hate them now. Like, I fucking hate them now. But as a kid, that was like my favorite fucking food. And we used to go fishing all the time. And I can say one thing about it. I never once got comfortable with actually touching fish. I've caught so many fish. Like, I've had plenty of good catches, but I've never been truly comfortable with actually having to touch a fish. Never did. Just that one thing I never did. Never had any. They scared me, honestly. And to this day, they still kind of do. Like, I'm always worried, is a fin gonna like rip me, or am I gonna get bit, or is something gonna come out the fish and bite me? I don't know. I've seen too much shit, and it just scared the fuck out of me. So he always unhooked the fish. But the first time we went fishing, we didn't even have the boat at the time. We just went on the bank somewhere, and we just hooked up a little cane pole. If you don't know what that is, it's like just a rod and reel, but there's no rod. Well, there's no reel. It's just a stick with line, and okay, I think I can get a repeater if I like really try. Yep. Told you I could. Oh, he needs help down there. Holy shit. Yeah, I need help. There we go. Okay, so this is tangle kelp. What tangle kelp does, and I'll explain that before I continue on with talking about fishing. You put it in the water, and it kind of acts like a squash or a chomper. It immediately takes out the one enemy that it goes, immediately takes them out. Okay, we're gonna take you away. I'm gonna put that right there. Perfect. Actually, not a moment too soon. That's actually perfect timing. Perfect timing. But that was like our one big thing was fishing, and that's like one of my happier memories with him as a kid. Because I can tell you right now, like we didn't exactly have the world's greatest relationship or anything as a kid, but we always went fishing a lot. Like we went like every weekend I was over. And I'll be honest, it was not my favorite thing. Strictly due to the fact I didn't feel like waking up. Oh, and this is tangle kelp. I'm just gonna show it off. There it goes, takes him away. But I do remember, like, we always went very early. I never understood, like, why don't we just go, like, later in the day, like, when we're all awake? And now I realize it's because we went when it wasn't scorching hot. That's why we went home around noon every time. Well, around 11, we started making our way back to the boat launch. It's because it was so fucking hot. I never fully realized that, but now as an adult, I realized that. That's why we did that thing. And I'll tell y'all, those are good times. Like, we wake up crack of dawn. Like, we woke up super fucking early. Every time. Super duper early. And every time, we always had the same pre-fishing ritual. We'd always pull around. We go to the Burger King near our house, and for a while we always get breakfast there. When I was like younger and I didn't eat a whole lot, my breakfast was a carton of milk and a plain biscuits. That was my thing, and some hash browns. I always got their little hash browns, and y'all know Burger King got the really good hash browns. Like, everybody knows that. Burger King hash browns are fucking amazing. They're not nearly as good as a McDonald's hash brown, but you know what? They're really fucking good. Oh, and tangle kelp affects the ones that go under as well. There we go. Chomper, got him. Perfect. Okay, well, place that right there. Drop you there. You ain't going nowhere, bitch. But we'd always go there. And then eventually I moved my way up to getting a sausage biscuit with everything. And then after that, that was years down the line. And then after that, it went to the bacon, egg, and cheese croissant or the sausage, egg, and cheese croissant. Either way, they were delicious. That became my true go-tos. I tell you, those are days like those are happy times. I always looked forward to going and get my Burger King, and eventually I stopped drinking the milk there and I got the orange juice. But those are days I wish I could just go back to them. I really do. Those are really happy times. They really were. And you know, there's days I wish I could just be that carefree and happy again. But I realize that's not a thing anymore. Like, you don't get to enjoy those luxuries in life as much as you'd love to. As much as you'd love to just experience that again. It just ain't happening. Like, oh, I don't know if y'all noticed, there's 3 flags on this one. Like, there are 3 fucking flags. That's a lot of flags. That's a lot of flags. All right, we got several repeaters out. I think I'm gonna be good. Yeah, I think for now we're good. Like, oh, I missed that coin. Shit, I fucking missed it. Yeah, I think this should do it. There we go. Tangle kelp right there. Drop a squash right there, and I'll drop you right there. I don't even know why I'm like hardcore trying to get the coins. It's not like I'm using this file anymore. Like, after this one part, I'm not using the file. But I mean, I guess it's good to have as a backup, you know? I guess it's really good to have as a backup. I'll tell you, those were some better times. And my dad took me to my first football game. We went to an LSU college football game. One of his work buddies would always get like free tickets and stuff. So it was only natural, right? We got it, and he always made it to set it up that we got to go to one game a year for free. We started doing that for when I was in middle school. We always got to go to one game for free. It never really mattered. I always wanted to go to the LSU Alabama game because that was always like the big one. But I was never that lucky. I was never lucky enough to go to the LSU Alabama game. It's still on my bucket list. I want to go see it at least once. Even though Nick Saban ain't coaching anymore and Alabama's not nearly as on top as they used to be. And before you come at me, if you're a fan, you know I'm right. It's not nearly what it used to be. But that was always fun. I remember they played West Virginia, I think, one time. That was a very random team, just a very random conference team. But I tell you, it was a fucking phenomenal game. I enjoyed every second of it. There we go. I'm gonna plant a fresh one. There we go. Beautiful, baby, beautiful. There we go. And there we go. Oh. Everything's taken care of. Probably. Nah, there's no need to put walnuts out on the water. They're good. We're covered the whole way. Like, we got this. We got this. And I remember, like, that was the first football game I ever went to. Like, I'd never been to any form of sports game, and that was my first game, and we enjoyed it so much. Like, it became our thing. Like, I looked forward to it. I always, and we get that car key. We now get to open my Uncle Chester's back of his car thing. So here's what we're going to spend our money on. For 20,000 bucks, we could get a ninth slot. I mean, that's awesome. But we can also buy these plants right here, which I'm not going to buy any of them at this point just because, you know, I'm not even going to be using them. But these are upgrades for current plants we have. Like for our repeaters, if we put this, it's a Gatling pea and it shoots 4 peas instead of 2. And then on this one, it's a twin sunflower. So you plant on a sunflower, produces 2 sun, and it's full sun. But here's the problem. They each have their own sun cost. So it's the cost of the plant plus the cost of the upgrade after. So I'm not going to buy them just yet. I'm going to wait. Oh, and now we get a mini game. Maybe I'm going to get the whatchamacallit. Oh, look how small they are. Like, oh my God, they're so fucking tiny. Maybe this is where I'll get another cherry bomb thing. But here's the thing about the small zombies. They're not just small. They're actually fast. And they eat really quick. Like, I don't know if I actually get any... I don't remember if I get any plants or anything, but... Okay, we gotta start blowing shit up. There we go. Alright, there we go. Perfect. Take them out. Now, I did get the achievement, and I don't know if I'll be able to show it, but I did get the achievement for blowing up 10 zombies on this. Don't ask me if I'll be able to get it done again. If I can, it'd be awesome, but I do not fully expect... Okay, we're gonna put a second one right there for him. Okay, let's see. Can I get it? No, I'm not that lucky. Okay, there we go. I tell you, those are days I wish I could do over again. Like, those were... Okay, he needs help at the top. Holy shit. There we go. Oh, maybe I need some help down there. Okay, I'm gonna put a second walnut right there. Like, I feel like that's gonna be a thing I need additional help with. Now, thankfully, their help's a lot smaller, but these fuckers are fast and mean. Like, crazy Uncle Chester wasn't lying. But I mean, at least it's only taken like way lower than half the hits. I kind of hope I can get that achievement for y'all. Like, I've already done it, so like, it kind of sucks that I'm not able to like fully show it. But You know, I think I can do it right here. There it is. Fucking right. Wait, where? I didn't plant him? I thought I hit. Why wasn't it letting me like that? I don't understand. Okay, too much. Yeah, they're gonna need help in the water. God, why is it... Like, I don't understand why it's not letting me do as much as I'd like. Should be okay right now. Should be okay. Should be okay. Why is it not, like, clicking? Like... There we go. Bruh, why is it not clicking? Like, that's starting to really piss me off. Like, why? There we go. There we go again. And you know what? We're actually covered. I guess my mouse is acting up or something. I don't know. There we go. There's some walnuts right there. Beautiful. Okay, that makes more sense. But yeah, I just wanted to get those little stories out. Those were like fun times in my life, and I miss it. Like, you know, with as much as shitty as my childhood was at times, because it was definitely very shitty at times. There's like those good moments, like, okay, I think that's the last one, and he's done. He's fucking done. And now we got the chili pepper. No, it's called a jalapeno. I want to call it a chili pepper because it's red. Jalapenos are green. You know, that I don't get that. But you know what? That's all I needed to do right here. I did everything I needed to. All right, that's all we're doing in this episode. I'm going to be back to my old file, on my original file after, and we'll just keep going. So I will see everybody in the next part.